You're listening to The Valley Current.
Hi.
Rita, Jack Russo here.
Hi, Jack. How are you?
I'm good.
Glad to meet you finally after talking to you for, I don't know, I feel a few years.
Well, you know what happened? I actually met you, I think, 4 or 5 years ago at a conference that was put together for the original, maybe longer, for the the original passage of what used to be called Law 2021.
2022. 2022.
Like whenever that was a year old, I got invited by a group. I'm trying to remember their name, like Topaz Group or Cobalt. It was some group that said,
yeah, they used to do them every year at the Vanderbilt. I think the last one was at the Vanderbilt.
Yeah, so I actually met you and some of your colleagues too.
All right.
I remember thinking to myself, you know, at some point, probably we're going to buy a place in Puerto Rico. And so I've always liked looking at your ads. Yeah. And it's just a question. And then I should tell you, I had a friend who moved to Puerto Rico from Boston. He was a professor at Harvard.
So
I met them. Do you know them?
I met them. I want to show them a place for you in
that's right. That's right.
They came to see the house in Surfside.
Yeah, because I said to him, you know, we're really getting ready, but we don't have time and we can't travel right now. So I'll go for you. So he went, and you know, he has a lot of practical knowledge of how things work. And funny part of the story, I was just saying this to someone, I think earlier today. The only thing he dislikes, he said he loves Puerto Rico. He doesn't miss the cold weather in Boston. He's glad to be doing what he's doing. He lives in downtown. Everything's great. He said no one told him that the mosquitoes carry dengue fever. Like he got bit by a mosquito. And apparently it really, really knocked him out because he got some form of dengue fever. You know, like this.
There was a epidemic or something a couple of years back, but now there isn't.
Did something happen on the island? Like, did something cause it? Do you think because he said to me, God, if I knew that you could get dengue fever, I'm not sure I would have come. He's since his recovery. He's still
last few years, Puerto Rico has taken quite a few hits. After there was Maria, before that there was the earthquakes. Well, the pandemic. Before that, Maria. Before that, the earthquakes, and before that, there was dengue fever. That was 1 year that there was dengue fever. But it's not like that's long gone. Like at least it's not something that is endemic.
That's good. Are you seeing a lot of people from the U.S. now make their way because they can almost work from anywhere, right?
Yeah. They said last year the demand has gone up a lot. You know, the incentives started like being 200-300 people a year, and then it doubled. And this year, they say they had 6,000 applications by the middle of the year. So I don't, you know, that's what the lawyers say. So I haven't heard about the second half of the year, but the demand is definitely up.
Is it still the same political leader? Who's the governor? Like, who's the person that?
Luisi?
The same person who is a very young guy, kind of a young, vibrant politician. Is he still in office? He's still, because he was very supportive of this is the future. We have to get more entrepreneurs, more businesses, more business startups, right?
Mm-hmm. So, but the incentives have been going on, and people last year moved more of them because of the taxes, because of Biden.
Yes, it's expected. So I wonder what they will do if too many wealthy people, like so far, I don't think anyone really big like Elon Musk has said, "Hey, I'm moving to Puerto Rico."
I don't think they can. They have the big fish like that because they have so many things that they are based in the U.S. It's not something they have factories and you know, they cannot say it's Puerto Rico source income.
Right.
You know? Suddenly they can't just source all of Amazon from Puerto Rico now.
Right.
that
Right.
can't happen. So no, I think for the time being, it is not affecting the U.S. in such a manner that they.
Have you seen the real estate values rise though? Like what's happening with real estate?
You have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like last year, I sold that house for around 750,000, I think.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm selling another one for 4 million, and I sold one for 3.6 million.
Wow.
Okay. And that was a 3,000 square feet house. The one I'm selling is 4,700, but it has better views. It's a bit more modern, but $4 million versus 760,000.
Right.
Prices have tripled. The reality is they have tripled, and they have tripled in a very
fast period.
These people are selling a house that they bought in 2014 they bought it for like $1.2 million. They're selling it for $4 million.
Wow.
So more than tripled. In Dorado, they're talking 10 million for a house.
So why is that? Is that just because there's so many wealthy people in that enclave, Dorado, or is there something special about the beach there? Like what's
No, it's the nicest and most exclusive gated community here. So it's a bunch of homes, like 400 of them, all nicely manicured lawns, all, pretty and secure and upscale. So it's just, and everybody knows everybody else, and everybody wants to be where the other rich people are, and it's just word of mouth.
Interesting.
So, and you have the Ritz-Carlton there. But the people you sent me recommended some friends of yours from California, I believe, but she's from Spain.
Yeah. Did she call you?
They came in April, and they almost decided on a place in Bahia Beach, where the St. Regis is, in Rio Grande. And man, they didn't decide, and they would have doubled their money by today.
Wow.
Yeah.
I should call them and tell them that. What were they looking at?
They were looking at a townhouse on the beach in Rio Grande, and they were asking $4 million at that time. And right now they're asking for another one, $7 million.
Wow.
So
was this right at the St. Regis, or was this?
Yeah. Inside the St. Regis is, and I bring them up because I remember I showed them a lot of things, and they said Jack would really feel at home here. I think you should take a look at this.
Yeah.
I told them, to me, the best product there is right now on the market in Puerto Rico is the beachfront lots at the St. Regis. They're an acre lots, and they're building homes there. But now they're selling the lots with the project of the house, and they're talking, I don't know, 17 million or 12 million. The numbers are up there, and they are only selling the lots in that same street that faces the ocean. They're selling the ones to the back with the view to the mountain, El Yunque, for around 5 million. So I still think that little address, Atlantic Drive, is going to become like the most expensive part of Puerto Rico, because it's the only place where you can have a house directly on the beach. Within a resort, an exclusive resort like the St. Regis. In Dorado, the homes, the Dorado Beaches homes, they're like 10 minutes away from the ocean by golf cart.
Yeah.
Not facing the ocean. When you're facing the ocean, you have the condos, and there you can get a $12 million condo for a 3-bedroom apartment. A 3,000 square feet condo costs $12 million. So a house there, they're not on the beach. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Even the ones that we sold one for 30 million, it's facing the ocean, but there's a golf course in between.
Okay.
So it's not directly on the ocean, and in the St. Regis it is. So I think when you come, actually, you should take a look at. Take a look. I want to show you Dorado. Even if you don't think you're going to buy there, you still need to see it and see why people like it.
Yeah.
And then see the St. Regis.
Yeah.
And then see Palmas del Mar, and then Condado. And, there you have a good idea. But the reason that I wanted to talk to you, first of all, meet you in person and have have a better idea and give you a better idea of what there is. Because, for example, you said Vieques. That house looks lovely. Sure, 2.5 million. Looks great. But it's in Vieques. You know what Vieques is? It's a remote place where there's nothing.
Yeah, there's an army base or something there.
Yeah, the army left. But you don't have a Walgreens there. You don't have a Walmart. You don't have, you have roads, yes, but you're not going to get your products. Like Amazon takes a week or 10 days to get here. I don't know how long it takes to get there. It is remote. Like, you sure you want?
Has to go on the ferry, right?
Yeah, but it's. Those people come to Fajardo to shop at Walmart in Fajardo by boat.
Yeah. There's a ferry, right? What is it? 3 times a day?
Yeah. When it works.
Is it when it works?
When it works.
Does it take a car too on the ferry or no car? Takes a car, right?
You can take a car, yes. But
we were thinking of a place remote like that, as well as a place in downtown San Juan, like 2 places,
Correct.
Like have an apartment or a condo in downtown San Juan, as well as a very remote place. But who built that place? The original owner, or they bought it from somebody?
The owners that are selling it, I think
they decided it was too remote. It sounds like, right?
No, they have it as a vacation place.
Vacation. Okay.
Yeah, it's a vacation place. It's not a place to live.
Yeah, they vacation rental.
Yeah.
How far do they walk to the beach from there? Is it far?
No, it's not walking distance to the beach. Yeah. There is a beach close by, but they tell me that the best beaches are on the other side of the island, so they go by car.
They go by car to those side.
10 minutes by car.
Yeah. It's very, very few people on the island, right?
Yeah, it's not, it's a small town, basically.
The whole island?
Yeah.
The whole island. But then there's
several towns. There's several towns.
Right.
Okay,
then there's like an army base or a marine base or something, right?
Yeah. The army left. So that is like, I guess they are taking care of it because they left some shells and whatever, so they have to clean that up.
Right.
But the base is gone.
Yeah. So our thinking is to come out the first week of December and then stay over the weekend, and then maybe stay Monday, maybe stay Tuesday. I'll get you the exact dates. I want to say it's like December 4 until maybe December 7 or December 8, and so try to see 5 or 10 different places. And we could, we did go to the St. Regis during that trip.
How did you go?
We probably should have bought, because we remember seeing some very nice places that were obviously fire sale places, like for $600,000-700,000.
Oh, those are 3 million now.
Yeah. And I'm sure it would have been a great deal, really smart deal at the time.
Yeah.
But my recollection is it's like all cash. There's no real financing. There's no real bank financing, right? Or it's hard.
Financing. There's Banco Popular and First Bank, but for luxury real estate, it doesn't work much in this environment, because it takes a long time. It takes 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
And sellers don't want to keep properties off the market for so long when they have cash buyers. And then the tricky thing with financing is that even though they pre-qualify a person, at the end, it doesn't really get approved until the very last minute. And so in the end, if they say they find some debt that the person did not disclose at the beginning,
they change everything.
We can tell them that they don't qualify for the loan, and then they waited for 3 months and then they lose it. And so that is the problem. Also, interest rates are a bit higher than the mainland. So you're probably talking about 1 point more than the mainland.
Yeah.
And practically no one lends more than 3 million. And for a $3 million purchase, they will finance 50% of it.
Right.
Lend US. So it's not really too much financing. So for regular purchases, yes, people buy with mortgages, but $2-3 million, it's not It's usually cash.
What are the real estate taxes like on a property like a $5 million Dorado property? What are the annual real estate taxes like?
Maybe 10,000
for the whole year.
Yeah.
That's all?
Yeah.
That's cheap.
It's cheap.
That's cheap compared to California. I mean, California would be like 50,000.
No.
I mean, it's interesting. It's cheap.
Yeah. It's cheap. Real estate taxes are cheap.
Interesting.
There's some $6 million properties in Dorado still. So honestly, it depends on what you're used to living in, Jack, because people think I go to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a little island. It's like poor. It gets so hit by hurricanes and this and that. I must be able to find something really nice for a little bit of money.
No.
And the reality is that's not the case, because there's so many really wealthy people moving here and so little luxury properties that the demand drives prices up. So we're talking prices like New York here.
Yeah.
Or California or Hamptons. We're talking.
Yeah. You know what, I'm curious, a speaker that was at that conference was Barbara Corcoran.
Oh yeah, I remember that conference. Remember that? Yeah, I remember.
And she was like, I got to invest here. This is going to be amazing. I wonder if she ever did.
I don't know.
She probably didn't.
Yeah.
She probably didn't.
I don't know. I haven't heard her back again, but she would have made good money if she had at that time.
Good money, because the other story that was being told in that conference was that there was a New York guy who was trying to buy up most of the beach in San Juan to renovate the hotels there.
Paulson.
Yeah, Paulson.
The conference was at one of his hotels.
Yes. And I wondered, did he end up doing that? And did he end up, because he said when he went on the stage, he said, I'm not ready yet because my son is in high school or my daughter's in school in New York. I have to finish the school. And I wondered, now it's been years later, I wonder if he ever actually moved.
No, Paulson doesn't live here.
No.
He has a house there in Dorado, in the St. Regis on the beach, beautiful. But he doesn't really live here.
Yes. Yeah.
But there's a lot of big, high net worth individuals moving that are just bidding places up like crazy, Jack. Like condos here in Condado that are selling for $7 million, like something that sold this year in March for $3 million is selling now for $7 million.
Wow.
In the same building, same exact apartment.
Wow.
Okay, so that's what, and it sells
instantly.
Like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had a client bid for it and they didn't even show it to him, and the tenant just bought it. Like, he lives in the same building. He bid for the penthouse and they told him we would sell it for $7 million. I told him, this is what they're saying. Do you want to see it? He said, yeah, let's see it. And we waited for 2 weeks. They wouldn't allow him to see it. And then they said, oh, well, sorry, we sold it to the tenant. The tenant said, here's the $7 million. They wouldn't even show it to him.
In downtown San Juan?
In downtown Plaza Stella, yeah. And it's not the most luxurious of buildings. It's a nice building.
Yes.
It has full power generator, has concierge, but it's not one of those glitzy, glamorous buildings.
Right. So maybe it's just more and more people are deciding to set up. Because what do they call it now? They call it a different number, 60?
At 60. It encompasses both. Yeah. So it's just more people and more high-end buyers and very few really big, nice properties.
Right. That's it.
Of those really good ones.
Right.
Vieques, if you really want to see this property, we need to I really need to book the date, because we probably are going to go by plane, and the plane, I don't know if you want to go by plane or by boat. I normally go by plane, but they have like 7 seats, so you need to reserve them with. Oh,
there's no way to take the ferry easily. Too much, too hard?
It's just that even if I take the plane, it takes me half a day going to Vieques. So if I take the ferry, it's just like wasting the whole day. But
is there a way to drive together to the ferry and see other property along the way? Or it's indifferent? Is there a way to imagine? No. Just what's the port? What's the place you leave from to go to?
Close to Fajardo. I don't know. I only took the ferry once 10 years ago. I I take the plane from Ceiba normally, and I drive to Ceiba because in Ceiba you go up and you go down in like 10 minutes. It's only 8 minutes actually on the air.
It's a little general aviation airport, not SJU.
No. It's the Roosevelt Roads. It's where the base used to be as well. Roosevelt Roads. It's a small private airport.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me talk to my wife, and I send you an email later tonight. I think we did want to see it. She likes the idea of having a place,
a remote place.
Okay. Yeah, remote place that's away from.
Yeah, that's good.
Civilization. Okay. But I don't know how much land is there. Is there land too that's available to own? Like if you wanted to have more land, is there any land nearby? It looked like there were other neighbors nearby in that particular property.
Yes, but I don't know if there's any others are available. But it has plenty of land. I mean, you could put a tennis court in your own your own backyard there. So I think it has plenty of.
All right.
We should plan to go during the week because usually during the weekends it's rented. So if you're here for 4 days, well, then let's try to do Vieques on. I need to talk to the seller to see if it's not rented one of those days, but it would be better during the week.
What does it typically rent for?
Like $800 a night, something like that.
Okay, so they usually rent it like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like 3 nights.
Like four nights minimum.
4 nights minimum. Okay.
Yeah.
There's another idea is if it's not rented, maybe we rent it and we experience it. We pay the rent and see what that remote living is like.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Interesting.
But yeah, I think they don't do like 2 nights.
No, we could figure something out.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
but we need to give me a day. Give me kind of
I give you a schedule.
A schedule, so I tell her, and then we do it.
Good.
We have to buy tickets. Okay.
Understood.
And I suggest going through Ceiba is better because it's quicker.
Okay.
All right.
Good. Thanks, Rita. I'll get back to you.
But wait. What else? You condos in San Juan?
I think that downtown is another choice. Like it's another part of this bigger picture.
Yeah.
Buying something in downtown, walking distance.
In Condado, yeah. You're gonna have to look at $1 million and above.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even we stayed in a place that was even in old San Juan.
Yeah. I know. We're talking $3 million now for a little house.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we're going to list a property here in Bahia Plaza, which is a nice building. You probably saw it when you were here.
Yeah.
One of the smaller ones, it's 1,400 square feet, and I think they're going to price it just under $1 million. So that is a bedroom apartment in a nice building.
Is that the building you're in?
Yeah. Yeah, I live in Bahia Plaza.
You bought there?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it. It has concierge. It's I don't know. I just love the area. It's nice. It's very convenient. You come when there's traffic. I like the view. I like concierge. It's a nice building with nice facilities. Has a pool. Has
Good. Yeah, so we'll look at that too.
I suggest there. If it would help to have some parameter of what you're thinking of what you would be willing to spend. But I think it depends on what you see, what it's worth for the different price points. But how much would you be willing to spend on a condo in San Juan so that I narrow down the search?
Well, I think conceptually, we would probably be willing to spend between the one in downtown and the one that's more like the vacation. But we're not that snooty. So going to a place like the gated community probably wouldn't be our choice. We're not trying to make a snob appeal statement. Like we own a lot of property in California and in other U.S. cities. We have a lot of real estate. So this is more like an experiment, really. Like we buy and we see what life would be like for a few years. Maybe it works, and then we buy bigger. Like that,
Right.
we go from there. We start smaller and we go bigger. Now maybe we get priced out of the market because it sounds like the market keeps going up, right?
It does. I think we should still look at something in St. Regis as a second choice.
Okay.
Because I think probably for 2 million or maybe a little bit less, you might be able to buy a nice condo there. And it's not about it being snobby. It's about the nature and the things you can do in that resort that you don't have in Vieques.
Yeah.
In Vieques, you have the view of the ocean and it's nice and you can go and walk, but it's not the same as being inside of a nature reserve and having the rivers and having the canals that you can kayak in and
right.
I don't know. It does have positive things that are not just about snobbish. I think you should take another look at it.
Okay. All right. Let's plan on it. I give you some dates later tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Perfect.
Good seeing you.
Well,
take care.
Good seeing you, Jack. Nice talking to you.
Bye-bye.
Tune in next time on The Valley Current.